Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I've just been and picked this up. It's obviously a My Little Pony fan. I've had it before. It's solid wood though for a change, but it's missing all its stoppers. But apart from that, it's in really good condition, minus the old My Little Ponies and the little dinosaurs there. So I'm going to take them off, I'm going to clean it, and then I'm going to sand it, see what colour the wood is underneath, because it is all wood for a change. I think I'm going to take this off as well. Oh, it's already wobbling, so it not take. Oh yeah, it's only screwed underneath. So yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll be back. Right, I'm half in between, half out, sort of thing. Right then, I cleaned it, and I've half stripped the top. I'm not sure what I'm doing, so I mean I can always go a bit further. And actually, you think this is wood, the drawers wood, but I'm sure I've seen that the top, yeah look, where are we? Can you see, look? It's actually a laminate again, look. Where are we? Just there, look. So they can't even flip in well. Yeah, they swore then. So that top's not fully thingy. Anyway, all these were broke out, these here, so I've redone them and put them in because the drawers were sliding all over. And I've put these in instead of the triangles, and they've had to go in every drawer. And as you can see, they line up lovely now instead of just going straight back in. And I've sanded these. So I'm just going to give the sides a sand because I've still not sanded them. Ooh, and then I've still got to think about what I want to do with it. But I just thought, while it's not too hot, get it all sanded. So I'll do these and then we'll be back. Right then, been looking on Pinterest for some inspiration what to do with these drawers. And I thought I'd get out my bone inlay stencil again, and I'm finally got some sponges again, so I'm just dabbing it with some white paint. And if I show you what I've done up to yet, what I've done is I've gone round all the edge with, oh it's under there, look, it's that one. And I taped off either side so that I didn't get any bleed through of anything. And I went all around the edge. And now I'm just going to go across the top and the bottom with this bottom part. And it's dead easy to line up. You can either go back, which is what I like to do, to like the previous part. So then that you know that you're on it right. And I just dab my paint in my sponge. Dab all the excess off, and then now I don't really want to tell you what I'm fully doing because you know then there's no point watching, is there? So you're just gonna have to stay and watch to find out what's what. I did sand this drawer down. This is going to be the only drawer as such that's visible with the patterning that I'm doing. I'm only doing it on this drawer. So I've sanded it down a lot more and got rid of more of the stain that was underneath, just so I can do this. So when I've done this and the top part, I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Right then, I've just done this patterning. I've done it all the way across, even though you may not see it all. It may get covered, some of it. So, that's that done. I've just washed my sponge out, so that's like doubled in size. I'm just going to wash my stencil. Oh, look at this little doody down here, look. The size of these bees. Well, did I tell you about my little hedgehog? Did I show you him? There were two. Now, I thought it was mum and daughter, but I thought he was going to take that tissue off them. He's got that much honey on his feet, he probably can't fly. But anyway, what was I saying? Yes, there was two living on the garden, and one big one disappeared. So I thought, I thought it was like mum and baby, but then doing research, and they leave them at about 5 or 6 weeks old, don't they? So I just figured it were two. But one was dead little, and he's lived on garden for about a week now. So I've been making sure that there's water out for him, and this, that and the other, because he's like little and dinky. And now he's cleared off, and we spotted him yesterday, because he's been gone a couple of days. And he's on neighbour's garden, so I'm not impressed with that at all. I nearly went and fetched him back. I thought, well, I'm the one that's nurtured you for like the last couple of weeks, and now you've deserted me and cleared off onto neighbour's garden, because theirs is twice the size of mine. But yes, very annoyed I was. Like I say, I nearly grabbed a blanket and brought him back. Blocked my entrances off so he couldn't escape again. But anyway, back to what we're supposed to be doing. Yes, I'm just going to clean my stencil and then we'll be back. Right then, as you can see, I've sanded more along this edge, because that's going to, well, parts of it are going to be showing. Now, I don't know if you can see, but I've done like a pencil line, and it goes all the way across here, up and down, squiggly, comes down on here, covers that, and then we start again down here, look, and we come up and bits and bobs. So, they're the bits that are going to be showing. So I'm going to paint it all white now, but I've got a feeling I might need to shellac it. So I think, because I don't know if it's going to bleed or not, and I don't want it bleeding when it's all done, when it's white. So I'm going to go all around the edges. Obviously I sanded all this off, but I shall sand that a bit better so it's more clearer, or I might not, I'm not sure yet. And I'm going to do something different with the feet, so you know, that don't matter either. So yeah, I'm going to give it all a coat of shellac, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like, because you'll be able to see kind of what it looks like with that on. Alright? Right then, this is just the primer. I'd left the sides, but the family said to paint it, it didn't look right being left. So, it's just had a coat of primer, so you're just going to see bits sticking through. So, we'll give that a bit to dry, and then we'll start again. Right then, I just thought I'd quickly show you. I've decided to add just this bit of detailing to the top, and when I went to get some clay, they hadn't got any white, so I had to get the stone colour, which is like really nice actually. And the ones that I used, I better have not wrote on them, is the Lilican scroll, and I used these two, and then I used my Regal trimmings, and I used that one. And like I say, I had to use the stone, it's called, air dry clay. So I just thought I'd show you that. I've given it probably an hour to dry off a bit, so I'm just going to give it a coat of paint, because it's going to take a few more coats. Alright? Right then, I've gone over everywhere and sanded it all again. I've took all the drawers out, and I've sanded so there's no paint on anything, because I'm going to do a bit of a stencil on the sides as well. So I've taped it off so that I don't get any paint anywhere. And like I say, all this is nice and smooth now. And I've done it all round, and then obviously where it's going to be painted, I've just done it so there's a lip. Did I do the bottom one? I'm not sure. Yes, I believe I did, because I can hear it, yeah. Because it's all going to be painted at the bottom. So, oh, I don't know if I can get back in there. Nah, look, hang on a minute. Right. And then I've given that a coat. So I'm just leaving that to dry. And when it's shrunk like there, I shall fill it so that you don't see it. But I put quite a bit of paint on there for whatever reason, so I probably won't be able to do it with that tonight. But it don't matter, I've got this to do. So I'm using Chiltern White. So I'm just going to pour it out and we'll give it all a coat and have a look what it looks like. Alright. Right, so it's all had a coat up to here. I took the drawers out and painted around the edges as well. I'm beginning to wonder if I shouldn't have done that on the top. But it's a few ideas that I saw that I like the look of, that I've like combined together. But we're not done yet, so what does Christina say? Go with the process? Trust the process, she says, doesn't she? So that's what I want to tell you lot to do. Alright. Right then. It's all had its final coat. Everything's been filled in sand. I've filled the gaps that was along the edge. So that top's still a little bit wet. So it's all flows through. I've also filled all down these sides because there were cracks here, there and everywhere. So that just gives it a nicer finish. I've sanded all the drawers again at the sides to make sure everything flows nicely. So I've got no surprises. I'm going to use the hardware that was on it, which was these long things, but obviously there was dark. So I've sanded that one to go there. And then I've painted the other two for the top and bottom drawer. Right, I've got out my silver leaf. And this is what I put it on with. It's PBO Guide whatever relief. And you have to paint this, you have to put this on and then leave it for about 20 minutes for it to go tacky, and then you put your gold or silver leaf on. So I'm going to paint some on. And my intention is to go like over both sides. So I've just got it. I mean, I will add some up here as well, but this is still a little bit wet, so we'll concentrate on doing this first. The lad's just got home, so I might ask him if he'll do a bit of filming for me while I'm doing it. Alright? Right then, as you can see, I've not put nowhere near enough glue on. And I'm also not liking the silver, I don't think, either. It's not having the effect that I was hoping for. So what have I done wrong? Now I know if I put gold on, it limits it far more than silver. But I don't know, the bit that stayed on I'm not impressed with, so I may have, I mean I've got to go and get the hoover out and get all this off anyway, but I may switch to the gold. Oh, I wish I'd got another colour. What else could I do we think? Because yeah, that's nothing like I envisioned. Now I know I haven't put it on properly and it's not been rubbed off and there's nowhere near enough on and all that malarkey, but I'm not sure. Right, I'll get the hoover, take off all the excess that's on here, and then I'll sit and have a look at it. Right then, this is it so far. It's coming together how I'm thinking, but I've run out of the glue now. So, and I haven't got enough, there's not enough on yet. I'm not happy with how much is on. I still want a bit more on. So I'm just going to have a look on YouTube and see what I can use instead of the glue. Because I tried using that, is it Eileen's tacky glue, and that ain't done nothing, it won't work. I had to wash it off. So, if it's only this sort of glue, then that'll be it. But I'll come back and let you know. But this is it. I want a bit more covering like the stencil stuff still. And I've just put the handles on just to see what they'd look like. So I'll have a look and then we'll come back. Right then, I didn't go out and get any more. I had a look. People were saying PVA glue, but that didn't go tacky at all. It was crap. So I used the Gorilla Clear Glue, and I've left it to dry off for about half an hour, and it really was sticky. So I've used that. But it doesn't help because I think I'm using a cheap make silver leaf. So this is it. Now looking, there's just odd bits that I want a bit more, so I've added a bit more glue across here just to fill that in a little bit. This looks like I put some more here, but it just looks as though it's been left mid-air. So I've added some more glue down here and down here just for it to flow properly. And then the same here. I've just added a little bit more glue just so it like all kind of blends in. It actually needs a bit more glue there as well. So I'll just add a bit more on. Oh, and I did the feet as well, insides. So they've got some silver leaf on those as well. Now I can't decide whether to do anything with the top or not. My first thought was I was going to gold leaf it, but I don't think I am. And the colour of the silver wax, obviously, I mean, it's a completely different silver. So I might leave it because it might look more of a mess to do something with it than not. But I'll have a look. But I'm just going to give that half hour for them bits to tacky up, and then I think we're done. Alright. Right then, she's all done. What do we think? Do we like it? Do we not like it? Like I said, I did silver leaf on the bottom of the legs inside as well. And I just extended it all round a little bit more. So the idea is that, you know, obviously the natural wood's underneath and it's like it's all been ripped away as such. But I really quite like it now, actually. I'm quite happy. I don't know if I'm happy with the handles, and I'm not sure I'm happy with that top bit, but I put on a bit of silver wax as such, and it was completely the wrong colour, so it looked silly. So I hope you all liked it. If you did, please think about subscribing if you're new to the channel. It's a lovely little community we've got here. And if you're loyal, thank you again for keep coming back to me. I know it must be a bit of a drag for you. But I'll talk to you in the comments box below. Alright, take care guys. Bye.